Welcome back, everybody. Today we're here to talk about Fear the Walking Dead Season 7, and this is going to be a video breaking down some information we have about the new season, some things we can expect possibly, some things that, like the showrunners have said, things of that nature, because I haven't made a Fear the Walking Dead Season 7 video just yet, so that's what I want to do today. They've been releasing a lot of season 11 stuff, so I've been making those videos. Season 6 just wrapped up, and it was such a great season, such an intense finale, which definitely set up some interesting things for season 7, and hopefully they can keep it up, because season 6 was on a whole other level compared to some of the previous seasons. So hopefully they can keep that momentum in season 7. So we're gonna be talking about some things like Madison, Strand. We'll be looking at an image they released that tells us some things about season 7, as well as the show in general and the ending, and because I think that's a big question that we've been talking about, or we've been wondering as well. I know I've been wondering about it because The Walking Dead is ending. So what could that mean for Fear the Walking Dead? And we do have some answers regarding that from the showrunner as well. So we're going to be breaking down all of that in this video today. Obviously, general spoiler warning in case you are not caught up with the show. And then also, if you are a fan of the show and fan of The Walking Dead, be sure to subscribe because we have a lot of Walking Dead content coming up, especially since season 7 of the main show, or excuse me, season 11 of the main show is right around the corner. But yeah, other than that, let's get into the video. Alright, so season 7 news. And then I want to talk about that thing I was mentioning with the show ending. Because like we know, season 11 is going to be the end of The Walking Dead, the main show. Now, not The Walking Dead franchise, obviously, because AMC will continue doing things. Like we got the Rick movies coming, we got the Carol and Daryl spinoff coming. So, the franchise isn't ending by any means, but I have been wondering what that could mean for Fear the Walking Dead. And apparently, season 7 is not going to be the last season. The showrunners had an interview with Insider, which they mentioned. I'm going to go ahead and read exactly what he said, Ian Goldberg. I'm reading the article off of comicbook.com, but the original interview was with Insider. So the quote says, "It is not the final season, at least as far as we know from AMC. They haven't told us that. We're going to keep telling these stories as long as AMC tells us to keep doing them. Don't think about saying goodbye yet. We're sticking around for a while." All right, so this is interesting for a few reasons, because I'm wondering if all these shows, or I mean, not all these shows, there's like 2 main shows. We know the World Beyond is ending with season 2, but Fear the Walking Dead and Walking Dead, I wonder if their endings are going to be connected in any way. Just because season 7 isn't the final season doesn't mean it's going to last longer than The Walking Dead. Because they could just do season 8 next year, and we know season 11 is going into next year as well. So they could still potentially do like a final season 8, which would connect with The Walking Dead's final season. Let me know what you guys think about that. Or they could continue doing Fear the Walking Dead after The Walking Dead ends. And that would, maybe they could even like send certain characters on the Fear the Walking Dead if they want to continue certain stories. They could do that. But you guys let me know what you think about that in the comments down below. But I think we'll get a season 8, just because if he's saying that it's not the final season, as far as they know, like from AMC, that probably means they're not writing the end of the show, right? They're gonna write something that can lead into another season. So because of that, I'm assuming there's going to be a season 8, because again, if it's, I mean, this is a show that's been going on for a while now, 7 seasons. I'm sure AMC would want to give them a heads up if it's the final season, just so they can end the stories for certain characters and wrap up the show. But because they're already writing season 7, I mean, they're already filming season 7, so I'm sure they're already have written the majority of it. I mean, I don't know, because these shows go, they're working year round, with all these shows. So I'm not sure how the writing process and the filming process goes. If they write everything and then film, or they write some of it and film some of that and continue writing. But the point is if they're already filming season 7, and I'm sure they're very ahead in the writing if they're filming. So I think because of that, we probably will get a season 8. You guys let me know all your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below about that. And then the next thing we learned, or I guess the next thing that has been going around, is this image of a walker from season 7. So this is like, pretty much our first look, as far as I know, for season 7. I'm not exactly sure the original source. I mean, I'm assuming it's AMC, but this has been like all over social media. But you can see that this walker has been affected by the nuke that was set off by Teddy. So, and you can look at the area around the walker. So in the background, it looks very apocalyptic. I mean, they're already in apocalypse, but I'm also interested in seeing if these nuclear walkers are going to like cause more problems than just regular walkers. I'm assuming they will. So this is, definitely something that's going to be interesting in season 7. I'm also wondering, because this does look a lot different than the end of season 6, the background. Or I mean, this could be like maybe a specific location which was more affected by the nuke. So I think they could do a lot with the walkers, like the nuclear walkers, because they could spice things up. Because walkers are the main thing in this show, right? On both shows, like in The Walking Dead. But sometimes walkers get ignored. So sometimes they need to spice things up with the walkers, like we saw The Walking Dead do with the Whispers. So this show could do the same thing here, or something similar here, with brand new types of walkers. But you guys let me know in the comments down below, what do you think about these walkers? But the next thing I want to talk about is Strand. I know I'm saving the Madison thing for last. But Strand has been an ongoing topic ever since that ending of season 6, where he gave that speech about who he is as a person, and people are now talking about how season 7 is going to have Strand as being like the villain of the season. And even comicbook.com wrote an article about it. I don't know exactly how I feel about this. Like, it's one thing to be like maybe an anti-hero, like maybe somebody who's causing issues for like maybe what he's been doing. But I don't know if I'd want him to be the main villain, because if he is the main villain of the season, what does that mean for his story? Is the story going to come to an end after his arc because, like he's just completely against the group, or what? What do you guys think about that? I mean, we saw at the end of season 6, he was telling that new character, Howard, things that he's done in the past that were not, very good, things for him to be able to survive. And then Coleman Domingo on The Talking Dead said that in season 7, Strand is going to double down on being Victor Strand. So it kind of tells us, like, is he going to continue doing this? Which I think is why people have been discussing why Strand could potentially be the main villain in season 7. But you guys let me know what you think about that in the comments down below. I mean, I'm not against it. Maybe I'm just worried because if I think of Strand being the main villain in season 7, then I kind of think, like, is someone going to kill him or something? Like, is that how his story is going to end? Like, is he going to be a villain and then go back to being part of the group, or what? So that, I mean, I don't know. You guys let me know what you think in the comments down below. And then lastly, we're going to talk about Madison. I know Madison is always, a controversial topic on Fear the Walking Dead, because some people are like, she's never going to return, and some people are like, she is going to return. I don't know, okay? But I just want to go ahead and read this thing that, again, the showrunners have said, and just talk about it real quick, since this is like a season 7 update video. So again, I'm reading it off of comicbook.com, but the original article is from Insider. It says, when Insider asked showrunners Andrew Chambliss and Ian Goldberg if the final episodes of season 6 closed the door on Madison, Chambliss answered, Madison is always going to be part of who Alicia is and part of the fabric of the show. I don't think that closes the door on anything. I think we're just going to have to wait and see where the story goes. So yeah, not, too much. It's not like they said that, she's going to return, but I think it's interesting when they say, like, the door isn't closed yet, right? Because they have been teasing that Madison is alive for a while now. And, and I think they're able to do it just because the way her story ended, like, we didn't see her die. And, in The Walking Dead, when you don't see someone die, it's entirely possible for them to come back. I mean, Morales came back in The Walking Dead after not seeing him for like 7 seasons, right? So, it's possible for characters to come back if we don't see something happen to them. So I think the same thing could happen to Madison potentially. And they've talked about it in the past, that they have things, interesting things for Madison. I mean, I think Scott Gimple said something like that before. They have spin-offs and stuff, so it was a bit cryptic of whether he meant like the Tales of the Walking Dead show, which is like, stories about characters in the show, or the actual main show itself. So you guys let me know what you think in the comments down below. Are we going to see her in season 7? Or more importantly, will we find out what happened to her in season 7? Like, will there be some sort of confirmation? So it's possible for her to return on the show, but if we were to learn something about her, I kind of feel like it's gonna be more about like behind the scenes type things, like they would announce it or something. Especially given after that disaster that happened in season 6 finale with the nuke. Like, what are the chances of them finding someone who knows something about Madison, right? Unless like a CRM or something knows, but that's going to lead into a rabbit hole of theories, which I don't know if I want to get into right now. But yeah, I mean, the reason I want to talk about this is because they keep teasing that it's possible for her to return, and I think that's because they just don't want to close the door, right? Like, if they have an idea in the future about Madison returning, they could do it, and as fans, like, we would buy it just because the way her story ended. I mean, at least I would buy it. I don't want to speak for everybody, but just because the way that episode ended, her final episode, like, we didn't see her die. So if they bring back Madison, like, I would buy it. Like, I would be like, okay, she survived, because like we didn't see anything happen to her. But you guys let me know in the comments down below, what do you think about all of that? So we had a number of topics in this video. Video's running a little bit long, so if you're watching this, that's really awesome. But let me know what you think about all of this, right? Like the images, or the image, I should say, with the nuclear walker. Let me know what you think about the show ending. When do you think it's going to end? And then, about Strand and Madison. Your thoughts and opinions about those characters as well. But as far as this video goes, I am gonna wrap it up there. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, be sure to leave a like rating, and for more Walking Dead videos like this, be sure to subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching, please take care, and I'll see you guys soon.